Hello and welcome back. I'm Melissa, and today is going to be the start of another plant shop vlog. It is Thursday afternoon, kind of like late afternoon. I spent the last few hours actually taking the photos for this week right over there. I actually need to take some photos of the soil mix and the propagation mix. I have a couple big bins. I'm going to do a big bin of the propagation mix because I need to make more, and I am going to sell the new mix on my site, and I need to make a big batch of the aroid mix. I got some new bags that can hold these here. I got some new plastic bags. This was like made up from last week. I made this. I have to put a label on it. All I have are like the round labels, so I need to get some square ones. I think this square would look better. But this is about 2.5 pounds here. So I don't know what to price this at. I was selling the 1 pound bags for $18, so I might sell 2.5 pounds. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think about it, because this has so much good stuff in here, like all this stuff to buy to add to make this mix kind of adds up. I technically don't have to get them made today, so the sale is tomorrow. I'm kind of running a little bit behind this week because I feel like I just like uploaded my plant tour yesterday and it took like so long to edit it. So yeah, I spent like all day yesterday trying to prep more plants, and I was like making sure the plants that are in this week's sale are good. I like went through them, I labeled them, and I just got through taking, like I said, all their photos. This week's plants are that third shelf there. I feel like I have to prep plants at least like a few weeks in advance just to make sure to give them time to actually start growing, because they have to pass like my standard. So like once I move a propagation, say it was in water or some other growing medium, and I put it in the propagation mix and it's been like a couple weeks, if it's not doing well or the growth comes in weird, like the new growth, then I won't sell it. It just has to grow and look okay and be healthy before I actually list it. Right now I'm kind of around 30 plants every Friday, give or take like 5-10. I think the most I've done was like close to 50. I think that was the first drop. I had a lot on there. I went ahead and propagated some Hoya linearis. I didn't film this or anything. I took several propagations. So once these actually root, I will separate these out into smaller like pots, and then once they actually start growing more, some are like the end cuts, but some are mid cuts. So the mid cuts take a little bit to start growing, so I just want to make sure that they're actually growing before, you know, I start to sell them. I have about 6 of the Alocasia Frydek variegated. I just potted these up yesterday, and this one's my favorite. Look how beautiful that is. It has a new leaf on the way, and this one has a new leaf unfurling. These have really good color. I'm gonna see how they look by next week. If I feel like they're established enough to list them, then I will, but I just want to give them I just want to make sure that they're like stabilized before they get like put through the mail and everything. Here's an example of the new mix. So this is the old mix. Oop. It used a ton of sphagnum moss. I have perlite and cocoa chips in here, but it's still too much moss. I don't want to have that much moss. So the new mix is like that. It's a lot more perlite and cocoa chips and not as much moss, and I added tree fern. It's a different grade perlite. This perlite is a lot more fine, and this one is a little bit more coarse. So this one's, I feel like this is going to get off the roots a lot easier than just sphagnum moss, because sphagnum moss really tends to stick to the roots, and I don't want that. I feel like most of the plants in here haven't been in here too long, but obviously like the more rooted they get, the harder the moss is to come off the roots. And this substrate should actually come off a lot easier. So there's the comparison. So that's the new mix that I'm going to sell. I updated my shipping as well. That's a new update. So UPS this week was the first week, or last week was the first time shipping with UPS, and so far I'm really happy with them. There's a UPS store like a few miles from me, which is really convenient, and they close actually later at 6:30, I think, instead of 5 o'clock, and then I don't have to be in rush hour traffic. So that's like more packing time if I need it, which is a plus. And again, I don't have to travel far. Most ground shipping is 1 to 5 business days, but most of the packages are getting there within, like, I would say 1 to 3 days, 2 to 3 being the most popular. So if I ship Monday, people are getting, I feel like half of them got their orders yesterday on Wednesday and the other half are getting them today. I think there was a few that were scheduled to be delivered Friday, and then I think one was even on Saturday. But I upgraded a few people shipping to 3-day select. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, and I put it in my updated policy on the website. I did have the live app for shipping charges, so it like estimated the shipping costs based on like the distance from here to Savannah. So if you bought something on the West Coast, it's gonna cost more in shipping versus if, you know, somebody was buying something, say like a few states away from me. And then obviously they go by like the box dimensions and the weight and everything. I feel like the shipping charges were just a little bit high, so I don't want people to have to pay a lot to like ship one plant to them, especially if the shipping is charging them more than even what the plant costs. Like, I don't feel like that's right. So instead of the live app, I just put a standard shipping rate. So the standard ground shipping is going to be $12.95. I feel like that's fair for anything under 2 pounds. Most plant packages are under 2 pounds very easily. I feel like I've only had a few that were over 2 pounds, and that's with the added soil mix and like bigger plants, because I have to use like a bigger box and more packaging material. So anything that's over 2 pounds is going to be 15. So $12.95 and 15 is going to be the standard that I feel like most people will pay, which is very reasonable. I'm also going to have the 3-day select shipping option, and then there's second day air and next day air. And so those are going to be a little bit more expensive, but still like standard rate. So if someone wants their plant like the next day or within a couple days, you know, if they choose to get that during checkout, then the cost will be on there. So everything's updated. I feel better about that because I just don't want people to have to pay like too much for shipping. I might do like free shipping over a certain dollar amount. I haven't decided on that yet, but right now anything over 100, you can get 10% off, and that code is at the top of my website. I think it's save 10. I think that's really all the changes. And then I unfortunately can't add a time at checkout. That's like my most asked question that I've been getting is a cart hold. It's just my website builder that I went with, and I didn't think about that at the time that I chose a website builder. I did ask Wix support about it, if they had like an app that I could integrate into my website that could add that, and they don't have one, but they said that they would forward it to like their website developer to see if that's something that potentially could be a future option. They have a lot of different apps for a lot of different things, but not a cart timer, which is so weird. You would think that would automatically be an option to have. So yeah, I will show you a little bit of like making my soil up, and then I'm going to take you along for the sale this week and packaging a few orders, and yeah, maybe I'll do some propagating and stuff, and I think that'll be it for this week's vlog. She's into the cocoa chips. In the box behind her is a big bag of tree fern. That is my cocoa chips container. I need to soak this so that I can like dehydrate it. I normally get the smaller bricks, but they were out of stock, so I had to get the bigger one this time. These 4 boxes are more soil amendments. I have pumice in one bag, I have bark, I have vermiculite, and I think lava rock. This is all that I have left of my soil mix here. Aeroid mix, it's not soil. I keep saying soil. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a big batch at first, and then I'll start making my bags. I normally make my mix out in the garage, but since both of our vehicles are in there today, I'm just going to do it right here on the table. Let's go ahead and open some of these up. That is definitely heavy. I'm gonna grab a few things that I need out of the garage to make our mix, and then we'll expand this thing and watch it get like huge. It's so satisfying because I want to show you that. I love watching this thing expand, and then we'll get to making our mixes up. All right, I have the 2.5 pound bag of aeroid mix with the 1 pound. I have the big size of my prop mix, the smaller size made up. I have a bunch of tree fern, and then I just made a few bags up of some larger size perlite. What's nice is I can use the printer that I use for shipping labels to print the round labels. These here, I use the white ones. I'm gonna go ahead and place an Amazon order really quick though I need more of the tiny labels that I use for the plants, like to put their names. I added my last roll in, and I know if I don't order some now, I'll forget. And then I'm gonna go ahead and order some smaller square labels instead of the round ones. I think that'll look better on the bigger bags. I think I can write more on there too. I can't really write a whole lot on these ones. So now I'm going on to Canva, and I have to add the weight. So the tree fern is 12 ounces. And I have to change my paper size. I don't remember which size. 2, 4, 7, and 97. It might be this one. I always have to print a test one. Yes, that is perfect. Okay. And then I made 10 of those up. So that is my tree fern. It's a little off center and it's driving me crazy. Hello, I am popping back on the vlog. I was just saying, like, I was on my Instagram story just now. I was like, I cannot have nice nails. Like, I already just broke another nail. They're so fragile, and I was wearing press-ons and they all came off while I was packing orders, and then I was making like all that soil mix up last night. Even though I was wearing gloves, like my nails got destroyed. Like they're just, I cannot have nice nails. I refuse. My package came that I ordered. So I have the square labels, which are a little bit smaller than I thought they were gonna be. That's okay. And then these are the plant labels for the nursery pots. That's the plain white ones. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like an iridescent blue. So I have 6 of those, so that should last me a little while. It is about 3:38, so 3:40. I have 20 minutes until I have to make the plants on my site live. I just got through filming another YouTube video. I just cleaned up, sort of cleaned up, depending on how long it takes for that plant mail to get here. I'm expecting UPS to come. I've been anxious. I think it said delivery anywhere between 1:30 and 4, and it's almost 4 and it still hasn't gotten here yet. And then tomorrow I'm filming some lost pole chops. So I might not be back on this vlog until Sunday when it's like order time. But I just have my computer here. I'm filling my computer with Monstera stickers. They're so cute. I bought this one on Amazon, and that's from Kim. And then these ones that's like my shop sticker. And then these are some random ones that have been in like the stickers I send out. And I'm like, no, I want that one. I can't send that one out. No, I want that one. So I've been like putting them on my laptop. And thank you guys, by the way. I'm starting to get some reviews, and I got teary-eyed last night reading some reviews. It makes me so happy that I'm able to do this and ship plants out, and I know how much like care I put into growing like these propagations, and I only want like you guys to be happy with what you're getting. So if you're ever not happy, like let me know. I just feel so grateful for all the support. I've been shipping now for 4 weeks. This will be the 5th. Is it the 5th sale or 4th sale? I actually think it's the 4th sale because I skipped a week. So this will be technically my 4th sale. And I don't think it's been 5. I honestly don't remember now. And yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy that I'm selling out like the plants that I'm putting on there. Like I never expected that at all. And it just blows my mind, like all the support. I'm truly grateful. So thank you. I'm trying not to get emotional. But yeah, I was finishing up adding stuff to the site this morning. So I am going into my store products, and I was up kind of late last night putting a lot of these on, so I'm hoping there's not like any crazy misspellings or anything. I just need to check to make sure I have the inventory right. I'm curious what people are interested in the most. Oh, okay. All right. We are going to change our visibility. I've had a couple of the same buyers, which I'm so grateful to you guys who have been back again. I just appreciate the support so much. I have 22 orders already. I have no idea what people are buying. Let me see. Let me check. Oh, I recognize some of your names. Thank you guys so much for your orders. I am popping back on the vlog today. It is Sunday afternoon, just about 3 o'clock. I'm getting a little bit of a late start today. I honestly just got dressed. My hair is in a hat because my hair is a mess, and I need to like dye my gray hair and everything, and I didn't put any makeup on or anything today, so we are just very casual. I'm gonna start trying to pack some orders here in a little bit. My goal is to start within the next hour. So yeah, I'm gonna make some more of the bags up. I probably have like 10, so I need to make at least 30 of the bags. My husband was helping me make some last week, and I told him, I'm like, don't pick the ugly stickers because I don't want people to get ugly stickers. And I think he was He's like, he was picking some. He's like, oh, that one kind of looks ugly. So yeah, I do like my shop sticker, and then I do a couple of just random stickers. I need to order more. And then I take some plant stakes in here, and I do a little clip. I was trying to use up all the old stickers last time, but I don't know if any of the bags have my old sticker. I might have used all the old stickers already. Okay, I am back. I prepped, so you saw me package or prep a bunch of these bags. I also printed more stickers. I printed thank you stickers. And then I printed some that say happy mail is here. That, and then I printed more that has my logo. I actually used all of the green color, and I don't have that much left of the iridescent one, so I'm gonna have to order some more of these round labels. I printed more of those. I got the cards and the little Monstera clip on. I got a 100 pack of the size box. I reached for this the most. I got a little bit, an inch smaller in the width, so I'm hoping this will be good. I feel like most of my plants aren't overly big, but some are kind of tall, so I need like the length. I feel like 12-inch in length is a good size. Sometimes I need 14 or 16. It just depends on the plant that I'm packing, but I feel like most can fit in this size. And on that table here, I brought out all the plants in the sale, and I have my water on the end, my solution, some cleaning rags, and we have Luna, of course, on my polyfill and stuff. It's a little after 4 right now, so my husband should be coming home soon. He went to go hang out with his brother for a little bit, and yeah, he should be coming back. We have leftovers from dinner last night, so we're just gonna eat that for dinner, so that'll be really easy to warm up. So that leaves me with taking an hour for dinner, 5. I have probably like a good 4 hours to pack, which is a long time, but I probably I don't think I could probably get through 15 orders in 4 hours, but we'll see. I'm going to try and do what I did Monday. So I'm not going to pack individual orders with you. You'll kind of see some of that process of what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through and pick the plants out of the first 15 orders and put the rest back under the grow lights. And then whatever I don't pack, you know, today I'll pack tomorrow. And then I didn't bring out either of the mixes or anything that's in the other room. So I'm just going to grab everybody's order for like the first 15, like if they bought something else besides a plant, I'm gonna basically take their paper, their order slip, put it down and put their plants on top of it. That way I'll know like who ordered what, and then I'll go through and pack all the plants up all at once and then put them in their individual boxes. And I think it just is gonna go a lot faster that way. So. I'm coming back on the vlog. It is now Tuesday afternoon, and I didn't really vlog much at all yesterday on Monday. I was packing from like, I think I started about 8:30-ish or so, 9 o'clock. And it took me up until like 5 to pack orders all day. And I don't know why it took me so long to pack all them. I got like a good chunk packed Sunday evening, afternoon, but then it just took me all day yesterday to finish. And I don't think that I'm a slow packer. I think it just really takes so long. I'll insert a clip of like all the boxes that I took yesterday. I had like the corner on the top left, that was what I did like the night before. And then all these open boxes, I still had to print like shipping labels and weigh them and process each one individually. So it just took time. My philodendron splendid moss pole fell yesterday too. And so that, I feel like that kind of got me in a little bit of a mood yesterday morning. But today, later on, probably not right now, we'll see, because I think my husband's gonna be home soon and we might do dinner soon or something. We'll see when he gets home, but I want to do some propagating, and the plant shells that are in there, I need to go through all the plants again and kind of organize them. So for those that remember this Monstera Albo that's living in pond, this is, I don't know how many cuttings are actually in here. There's probably at least 5 or 6. Well, they were growing pretty much all white leaves, but there's one here on the end that grew a fairly nice leaf here. Let me see if I can move this down actually. So this one here in the middle, look at all the white leaves. This one grew pretty nice. It's like a half moon. The stem is like half white and half green. I think I'm gonna cut here and propagate this mid cut, but I don't know if I should do that. It looks like this next leaf here has some green on the stem right here, because then I'd have a 3-leaf top cut that's all white. So I don't know if I should do that or if I should wait until it grows more. And the same thing over here, this vine, same thing. We have a leaf that came with some green, and then the 2 after it are completely, oh, the 3 after it is completely white. So I think I am gonna go ahead and chop this so I can try and salvage those mid cuts at least. I'm gonna cut right here and propagate this. Like that. Here is my top cutting, and what I'm going to do is chop here on the stem, and we are going to root this mid cutting in hopes that some green grows. I will root this top cut to see what happens. It's all white, but I don't have high hopes. Even though this has some green, I don't know. I'm worried that this is going to continue to grow all white, and I'd rather stop it. I want to stick this in water separately though and see what happens. Okay, and then same thing with this one over here. I'm going to cut, although that's growing into the pond reservoir. That's okay, we're going to cut that. And so same thing, we're going to cut here in the middle. And hopefully this beautiful mid cut will grow in with some green. So we'll have 2 hopefully salvageable mid cuttings. I'm gonna let these callus for like an hour, then I'm gonna stick them in a jar of water. And then wherever I cut here, the stem will reactivate growth from the node below. But even this like other cuttings are still growing like all white. I haven't actually rinsed this in a while, so I'm going to rinse this pond container. Yeah, it's pretty grody in there. Alright, so I'm going to flush this through with just my water. Okay, so there's our new pot. Hopefully we get some more green to come in. These were the cuttings from a different plant that I took. We have 2 nodes on this one that hasn't activated yet, and this is a top cut. This grew a half moon, then a white leaf next, so hopefully the next one isn't white, but they are starting to root nicely. Probably in a couple more weeks I'll look at potting them up and into like the prop mix, and hopefully I get some green to come in on these. You know, while I'm propagating Monstera Albo, let's go ahead and prop this one. This is one that I'm growing for the shop to propagate, and it has beautiful leaves. I had this one in my plant room. I was going to keep it, but I have so many in there already, and I would love to sell more Monstera Albo plants. So this is pretty rooted in a 6-inch pot, the base. So I think I might I'm going to cut it all the way back, I think, to this leaf here. This one. There's a node under this soil, so this is a really pretty leaf. I would like to take this leaf though. I actually might be able to get down in there actually. It might be rooted though, that node, which would be good, but I'd have to unpot this entire thing. Well, let me go ahead and take this top section and go from there. Whoop. So we're gonna have a top cut and 2 mid cuts. We're gonna go ahead and do this. So that's our nice little top cut. And then we'll have 2 mid cuts. Now, since I'm rooting this in water, it's gonna grow in some new roots, and I don't want this long aerial root, so I'm gonna cut that off. And this one isn't too long, so that's okay. So yes, we have some beautiful mid cuts now. And this is a gorgeous top cut. That's gonna be beautiful once that roots. Oh my goodness, look at the color on that. That leaf is so pretty. Beautiful. I think I'll leave this. I'm gonna let this reshoot and grow. I'm gonna cut off this long aerial root though, because we don't need it. Just to not make that shelf like crowded. The top cut will be ready quicker because it'll continue to grow. With the mid cuts, I want to make sure that the growth is going to be good. And looking at the stem, like the stem isn't a half moon, so the growth that comes in on the stem, based off the stem, should be good. And there's the axillary buds, so it'll shoot a new leaf from here. So I imagine these will probably be at least 6 weeks minimum. And this might be 4 weeks. As long as this starts rooting, I'm good selling this as this. So this will be ready a lot sooner.